Good morning, broadcasters. 360 Seconds News and Commentary for Broadcast Professionals is on the air. I'm Maria Koladova from TKT. Let's discuss the latest technological news with our respected expert, Philip Grossman. Don't forget to give the program a like. Wisycom has unveiled new wireless solutions. The MRK16 system accommodates up to 16 true diversity channels within a slender 19-inch 1RU aluminum frame. For larger setups, the system allows for daisy chaining up to 4 units, supporting a total of 64 channels across 4 RU. So, Philip, can you talk about this?
Yeah, so I'm not a big audio guy, but I know how important audio is. And what's interesting, I think, on this one is just that the density they're getting. They're getting 16 channels in a one RU rack. You can connect 4 of them together, quadrupling the number of channels to 64 channels, which really, on a large television facility makes a lot of sense because then everybody can have a dedicated channel, a dedicated pack. In larger sporting events, you can now mic up more people and coaches and players and sideline officials. So it really does allow for a larger diversity of audio sources within live production that are wireless. So I think it's kind of exciting. I don't have a need in my studio, but I could see a lot of facilities where this would simplify their audio configurations and just make it that much easier.
Great. Okay, now moving on to Perifery. Perifery announces a new AI-based intelligent content engine for media management. This cutting-edge software platform is designed to redefine the management, organization, and curation of multimedia assets, including images, videos, audio files, documents, and more. So, Philip, can you break this down for us?
Yeah, so I guess I'm getting a little AI fatigued. Um, we're seeing it more and more in these types of solutions, and I think there's a role for them. And as they get better and get trained better, they'll be more impactful. There isn't a lot yet out on exactly what this can do. The big issue, I think, with a lot of these AI-based solutions are if you want to get a truck, it's easy to get a truck. It's like, give me a truck, give me a blue truck, give me a truck in front of a barn. But if you say, give me a truck in front of the Washington Monument, they have a little more difficulty because they don't know what the Washington Monument is. Now, I think with a lot of these solutions, if they start to build in the ability to, I hate to use the term learn, but effectively learn or train the model around your content so that it knows what a tornado is for the Weather Channel or knows what a hurricane is. I have seen other solutions where they are actually interacting with the marketing departments of the football teams. And so they're getting the data of who the player is, the facial recognition, the player's number, those kind of things. So I think if this particular solution can provide that kind of capability, or any of the solutions that are out there provide the capability where it makes it easier to train the model on your specific area. I mean, as a perfect example, early on with voice recognition, you used to have to, and transcription, you would buy a special package for the legal profession. You buy a special package for the medical profession because they use different words, different technologies, or different terminologies. I think it's sort of the same thing in this. It's going to be how can they develop solutions that make it easier for specific organizations to train those models around the things that they're doing. And I think once that's done, then they really become very, very powerful. I've played with some of them. They're interesting. They still have some growing room, I guess.
We talk about AI a lot, but it seems like this has a lot more organizational uses compared to just generally content creation.
Yeah. I mean, it is basically taking the role of what you would have been the librarian, the content librarian, and simplifying that task and making it easier to find the content that you have in your libraries and the value in those libraries. But again, it goes back to how do I make it so that I can train the model to say, this is XYZ person, and then it recognizes XYZ person. And that's not a difficult thing to do. It's just what's the UI look like to make it simple for an average non-technical person. And once I think they've done that with these solutions, then you'll see them really become very, very powerful within organizations.
Great. Okay, now moving on. Vaxis launches the Atom A5 SDI monitor, enhanced brightness and dual connectivity for videographers. The Atom A5 SDI maintains the compact 5.5-inch display of the original A5H model, offering a full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080. The monitor's brightness has been enhanced to 2000 nits, and it boasts a contrast ratio of 1200 to 1, ensuring clear visibility even in direct sunlight. So, Philip, quickly, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, it's great. I mean, Vaxis and a lot of monitor manufacturers used to be, hey, we're going to make them a recorder. And so you had a lot of monitors coming out that were recorders, and then a lot of camera monitors coming out that are camera to cloud. And this is the wireless version, which really helps on film and television sets where you've got things on gimbals or remote locations where the ability to focus is not easy, and somebody can see it and then remotely focus it. So it's exciting to see more and more monitors. I'd love to see one that's wireless and a recorder, as well as super bright, kind of combine all the things into one. And I think we're slowly getting there. And of course, Vaxis has been one of the leaders in that wireless transmission, which becomes very important on film sets.
Great. Okay, well, that's all the time that we have today. Many thanks to our expert, Philip Grossman. And don't forget to comment on the news that we've discussed. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.